What just happened with these Lord of the Rings Lego sets? A couple of days ago, we had the Lego Lord of the Rings Barad-dûr get released, and this is extremely anticipated set. With it came a gift with purchase that was exclusively available if you bought this expensive Lego set. But within a couple of hours, that gift with purchase disappeared. It was no longer available. And now on eBay, the set is selling for somewhere between $160 to $200. The free gift, the thing you got for free. So what is going on here? Let's just jump in and have a look at some of this stuff, because on eBay right now, when you filter for recent sales, this is not just listings, this is actual real sales. You can see that the price here is green, which says that this is an actual sale. We can see one sold for 165, 152, 140. But before that, we had a couple sold for 180, $200. A $200 best offer accepted, so it's probably a little lower than 200. Another 200 here. We had a lower one of 128. So we're seeing a lot of 200s, a lot of 180s, 175s. So I would call the market price on this right now at definitely $180, but you could sell it for higher, and especially if you kind of wait until some more of these sell out. This is crazy stuff. Right here, we can see the actual Barad-dûr set. This is the large 10333. And selling with the free gift that was available for $700. And again, a couple of days ago in Lego stores, you could have got this for $460, because if we have a look at the listing right here, you can see that this is the set right here and the price is $460. That is the MSRP. So people are selling it within days with the free gift for $700. So what in the world is this Lego set, and why is everybody going crazy over it? If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you're well aware, of course. This is the massive castle that the villain of the Lord of the Rings, the main villain, lives in. And it is the second one of two towers within the trilogy of Lord of the Rings. The second movie was called The Two Towers. The first one we've already had in the world of Lego sets. That was called the Tower of Orthanc, and it was released back in 2013. And since then, the value on this set, the Tower of Orthanc, has gone up significantly over time, of course. This was a smaller build, of course, with just over 2,000 pieces in this one, 2,359 pieces, 5 minifigures, and it was a $200 set. So it is significantly cheaper and lower piece count than the new Barad-dûr set, but in terms of height, they do kind of work well together. So people do want to go and buy Barad-dûr if they had Tower of Orthanc in the past. Even if they did not get this one, they still want the new one, because it is such an iconic location in the world of Lord of the Rings. And just look at the detail on the new set. It just looks like the most fun build, and I'm a big fan of kind of castle builds. I grew up on that stuff, and whenever I see a really good kind of castle-like build, I'm a sucker for that. You can see all the playability inside of the set here with the different layers and different things that are going on, including Sauron here in his throne room. And then when you look at some of these other images here of the different layers, you can see the amount of detail that they've built inside of this thing is a lot of fun. It looks like it's a great build, a lot of fun to build. But one of the really interesting things is this big host of minifigures that you get here. You get Frodo and Sam with Gollum, and you get multiple different orcs here, and then you get the Mouth of Sauron, and you get Sauron himself. Sauron being one of the most sought after minifigures that we've ever seen in the world of Lego, because he is one of the crucial central characters of the Lord of the Rings series. He is the main villain, of course, but he has not been in a Lego set before. And we've had a whole range of Lego sets based on Lord of the Rings, based on The Hobbit, and we still had not gotten a minifigure of Sauron. So the demand for these minifigures, the Sauron minifigure and the other ones, are also insane here. If we look on eBay here, one of the interesting things we can do is we can search for just the minifigures in the set. We can search for Lego Barad-dûr minifigures and then filter for sold results. You can see right here, we had a sale of just the minifigures. Lego Icons 10333, Lego Lord of the Rings, Barad-dûr minifigures only in new condition for $250. $250 for just the minifigures. And then if we scroll down, we can see some others as well. We had, this is a subset of the minifigures. This doesn't even include Sauron right here for $145. And then we have Sauron, just Sauron, the one minifigure, for $150. And folks, these are real sales. These are actual sales that have happened. We have another one of the full set of minifigures for $250. We have another one of Sauron for $150. Another Sauron for $140. This is just incredible what we're seeing here. We have just the orcs here for $90. So if you were to sell all the minifigures, you could probably get somewhere in the region of $250 for them. Or if you sold them individually, you could, here we could see the orcs and Frodo and Gollum selling for $145, and then you could sell Sauron separately for $150. You're almost talking about $300 for the minifigures. And that is just substantial right here. Now, if you were to sell the minifigures alone, plus the gift with purchase, we're talking about $160 to $180. I can definitely say $180 would be a fair market price for this gift with purchase. So you sell the minifigures for $250, and then you sell the Fell Beast gift with purchase for $180. At that point, you're almost at $450 of sales. Now, of course, you got to pay your eBay fees, but this was a $460 purchase price for this Lego set, and you got the free gift with it. So at that point, you've almost recovered all of your money that you spent on the set, and you still have the set. You still have the actual building. You still get to build it and enjoy it and display it. You just don't get the minifigures, and you don't get the Fell Beast gift of purchase because you're going to sell those to recover a lot of your cost. This is substantial what we're seeing going on here, and a lot of it comes down to demand. A lot of it comes down to pent up demand that people have wanted this set for so long, to complete the two towers, to have that iconic tower of Lord of the Rings. And again, Lord of the Rings, one of the most beloved books and one of the most beloved movie series of all time. So I'm not really that surprised that the demand is so strong on this. Recently, we also have the movies getting re-released this weekend. In fact, they're getting re-released in theaters. There's some more marketing going on around it. People are excited about Lord of the Rings right now. And if we also wanted to sell the set, so we sold the gift of purchase for $180, we sold the minifigures for $250, and if we also wanted to sell the set itself, if you search eBay for Lego Barad-dûr no minifigures, what you're going to find here is people who've opened up the box, they've taken out the minifigures, and then they're selling the set separately. And here we can see some sales, some recent sales on the set without the minifigures. We can see Lego Barad-dûr, I have set on no minifigures, no box. So $350. So they're selling just the set for $350. Now, folks, again, this is a $460 purchase price, MSRP. So this is discounted by $110, and you're not getting the minifigures. But we just saw you can sell the minifigures for $250 plus the Fell Beast. If you were lucky enough to get the Fell Beast before it sold out, because it did sell out very, very quickly. We're seeing another sale for $295. We're seeing one for $335. All of these are no minifigures. You can kind of read that in the title here, $325. So definitely somewhere in the region of $330 would be a market price that we can easily say here for the set without any minifigures on eBay in the US right now. So if you were to break this up and sell each of these three components separately, you're going to sell the Fell Beast gift for purchase for $180. You're going to sell the minifigures for $250. You're going to sell the Barad-dûr set without the minifigures for $330. You're talking about selling these three components for $760. And after you pay your eBay fees, you'll come away with around $646. And again, you had to pay $460 plus tax at the Lego stores to get this set plus the gift for purchase, but you did also get VIP points. So some of the tax is kind of helped a little bit by getting VIP points in your account that you can use for future purchases. So you're going to make somewhere in the region of $150 of profit for each one of these that you bought over a couple of days. Now, what exactly happened here? Why is everything here selling for such high prices? Well, the Fell Beast gift for purchase was just such limited supply. Lego Group did not expect the demand that ended up happening here. They've released gift for purchases exclusively with expensive Lego sets before. For example, we had the Eiffel's apartment gift for purchase whenever you bought the Eiffel Tower. That is an expensive set. We had the Roman chariot whenever you bought the Colosseum. That's another expensive set. But if we look at these sets right now, quickly on eBay, we see Eiffel's apartment is selling for somewhere around $50 to $70 here on eBay. We see a couple of sales for $50. We see one for $48.98. We see one for $55 with a best offer. We do see one for $76, but that seems to be a little high compared to some of the others. Somewhere in the region of $50 looks to be a reasonable current market price for Eiffel's apartment. And Roman chariot is somewhere similar. It is around $50 of a current market price. In fact, it's a little bit below 50, I would say, because there's a handful of sales here below 50. Why is Fell Beast right now selling for $180 on eBay? Lego Group just did not anticipate the amount of demand that happened, and this thing sold out within hours. I've seen gift for purchases sell out quickly. Of course, we see that many times. Have I seen it be this crazy before? Absolutely not. This is definitely the most crazy that I've seen anything get when it comes to a gift for purchase. The demand demand being so much higher than the supply, and the price reaching such insane amounts within a couple of days. And why is the demand so high? Well, it's a combination of the fact that we have so many Lord of the Rings fans and so many collectors of Lord of the Rings Lego sets that are now getting excited about the new sets that are coming out. But also, the set itself is amazing. It depicts a character or a beast from the Lord of the Rings that is iconic and we have not seen before in the Lego set. We have a ring wraith on top of this. It's kind of like a dragon type character. It's just an amazing set if you are a Lord of the Rings fan. Now, if you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you're probably looking at this thing going, really? $180? Like, the design quality on this, the detail is not really insane on this thing. It actually doesn't really look like a very expensive set. Yeah, and you're right, it's not really packed with detail. If you look at the kind of the bricks that are used to build the legs and everything here, it is not really that many pieces. It is 269 pieces for $180 right now. So this is collectability. This is collector's craze. This is people being really excited about Lord of the Rings and wanting to collect the various different characters and kind of creatures and important things from that universe. It is a lot of pent-up demand on some of these things like Sauron and the Fell Beast, and that's what we're really seeing going on here. So folks, this is a lesson for all of us about what is possible with Lego when it becomes scarce. Prices can be insane and people just don't care. If they want to pick up something that they really want for their collection, they don't care about that price. They will go ahead and pick it up. So by becoming a supplier and an online seller of Lego sets, this is the market that we can tap into to build a business, and that's exactly what I do. Now, if you want to learn more about how to build a business with Lego investing, I've got a 5-step guide that is completely free. You can download it in the description down below. I think that's going to be a huge help for you. So thank you so much for being here. I'm Shane from brickbucks.net, and make this your year to lift off and be free.